Hey, welcome sports fans. It's that time of the week again. It is Monday afternoon here at the ProView studios, and you are watching the Weekly Rundown. I am Josh Beartrap Brown, joined as always in the booth by Jason Southwest Pole and our man on assignment, Alden Balso-Hardy-Wani.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing this week?
Nice. Alden, where are you at this week? Where'd we send you out after that blustery Thanksgiving holiday?
You know, I caught the tail end of the Macy's Day Parade, which they ended up doing here in New York City.
Nice.
But I thought I would, chill here up in the Rockefeller Center and watch this tree go up because it's Christmas time now.
It's Christmas time. Christmas time in the NYC. You got to go get that tree. Check it out. I mean, what else are you going to do?
You're a poet, and we didn't even know it.
Right? Ooh. A lot more class here at the ProView studios than we thought. Poets, scholars, wherever you want. So, Alden, being that you are at that great tradition in New York City, I think it's time for that favorite segment we like to call
Hype or Not Hype. Alden also Harvard University. You know, people taking this COVID thing lightly ended up especially with the Broncos staff this past week, leading their quarterbacks to pretty much be kicked out of the game themselves. Didn't even have, they might have completed one pass or something. I didn't watch the game, thank God.
Hold on, let me check those stats. Yeah, it was one pass.
Yeah, it was pretty atrocious. So I thought, you know what? I haven't gotten not hype in a while, guys. It's been a lot of hype lately. So I'm going to go my not hype top 5 quarterbacks for the Broncos since Peyton Manning's left in 2015.
Woohoo!
Let's start with the first one, Trevor Siemian, baby. The only one out of this group with a winning record. He actually went 13-11 with the Broncos as the starter. But now he's on the Tennessee Titans practice squad, I think, or something like that.
Be a backup.
From the article I read, that was from last year. Who knows where he is now? You know, he might be giving you your groceries or something like that somewhere.
He's either riding the pine or paper or plastic, and the question there.
Yeah, so, Trevor Siemian started off pretty well, but then a lot of losses, an injury later, and a stint in Minnesota, wasn't it? Wasn't he the starter in Minnesota, I feel like, for a little bit? So, yeah, Trevor Siemian, you're number 5.
Be grateful, that's it.
Number 4, yeah. Number 4, Joe Flacco. You know what? I see this guy light up one of our best teams we've ever had in the playoffs. We were the 1 seed the first year that, or we might have been the 1 or the 2 seed, but smoking Joe Flacco comes out there and just starts throwing bombs to all, and oh man, we still haven't been able to recover from that one. That could have been an extra Super Bowl trophy in the case. But, Joe Flacco, he goes on and wins the Super Bowl for the Baltimore Ravens. He comes and he signs with Denver, ends up 2-6. Now he's on the vaunted New York Jets as the backup there.
He's the starter right now,
but now
man.
he's the starter. Now he's the starter because of the Darnold experiment has definitely not gone the way that the Jets had hoped it would go. And he went 2-6 as a Denver Bronco starting quarterback.
After that Super Bowl, that was the question. He was in that, I guess we can add Joe Flacco to this elite a list of quarterbacks, and he got that contract, and then what happened? We
got spoiled for a lot of years with having either Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, or even Big Ben Roethlisberger in a Super Bowl for 15 years or something like that. So, some of these guys that play quarterback, you don't have to necessarily be a Hall of Famer to get the job done. Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson, Peyton Manning, last Super Bowl.
His last one. Wasn't there another one of those? The Chiefs. Come on, Patrick Mahomes is the worst quarterback to play.
Yeah, seriously, he can beat us with it throwing with his opposite hand. But there's good old Joe Flacco, 2-6. Case
Oh,
Keenum.
Case.
You know, he just came off this Rams squad who was knocking on the door to a Super Bowl. Todd Gurley, Aaron Donald, the whole start of this LA Rams dynasty, and he stunk it up.
He was horrible.
He was very bad.
Well, then he was part of that. He had that one great year in Minnesota.
Yeah, or
where they
no,
were
that's
high-
what it was.
Yeah, they were
It was in
high
Minnesota.
flying,
And the year before, he threw the miracle Hail Mary to Stephon Diggs.
Yep.
The year before. And then he came over to Denver. And then, yeah, just literally stunk it up. And I don't even know if he's in the league anymore.
I
He
don't-
probably isn't.
I-
But I know he also had a 4-10 kind of team for good old Case here.
Yeah, Case isn't the quarterback of the future for anybody's team.
Game manager, they called him.
That is the worst thing you can call an NFL starting quarterback.
Paxton Lynch, baby.
Wave of the future.
The way to the future. John Elway took time from selling cars to become a GM of our team. And decided to take a first-round pick with this guy,
was horrible.
Paxton Lynch.
He started like
And
4 times.
Yeah, he was terrible. He went 1-3. They didn't even give him more than a month to try to sort out if he was the future of this team. They were just like, "Nah, we see what we could get out of you." But what was funny was last year, actually, he was the backup to Russell Wilson in Seattle, and he came back in the preseason, and he actually made SportsCenter top 10 because he trucked 3 guys in the preseason and scored a touchdown
Is
against
he on the
us.
Steelers?
Yeah, so
Let's see where old Paxton is.
Paxton's
Paxton
probably
Lynch?
still somewhere, I'd imagine. I mean,
Where's Paxton?
this is only be
Paxton
his
playing,
third
yeah.
or fourth year in the
I
league.
think I saw his name somewhere, but I'm not.
The last time he was in Seattle.
You're right.
I
He is a
think,
Pittsburgh Steeler this year.
that's
Yeah, you're right.
his
Paxton
name.
Lynch, a Steeler.
Get yourself a Super Bowl ring.
Possibly.
Possibly.
Possibly you.
Possibly you.
But yeah, Paxton Lynch, the way of the future. You know what? And this is going to kind of give away who I have for the last guy. But he's literally the guy that's my number 1, but he's 2.0.
Yeah.
Paxton Lynch is 2. New and improved, but he's not improved.
It's like new and improved, like Windows Vista, you know?
Yeah. And with that, we'll just go to the last one. You guys know. Brock Osweiler, baby. 0-4 as a Bronco starter. Past the Peyton Manning era, he went 0-4. They gave him the keys to the kingdom.
Oh my God, he was Houston gave him the keys and then
Yeah,
threw him away,
and
and John Elway found him in the trash. And was like, "Hey, I could drive this."
yeah, and they bring him back, and he was just. Oh, and he did a stint with
worse
the
than-
Browns too. He was also with the Browns there for a little bit. He was on 3 different. He started for 3 different teams in a season.
The Houston Texans did the Broncos a favor.
Yeah, by taking
paying
this.
him all that money, and then because look at it, that he left. He had a great year. He was going to be their starter. Left for the money. He didn't even make it halfway through that season with the Texans before he was traded to the Browns, and they just waited. When you're willing just to dump $16 million just like it's nothing to get him out of your team or just out of the organization. I mean, and that's multiple teams in 1 year. All said that. Oh, well, yeah, we'll take him. Nah, never mind.
I'll take
I
Josh
will.
Brand over
The only thing I can appreciate about the Brock Osweiler is the Super Bowl season when Peyton was down. He did win the games that we had to win
He beat the
to
Chargers
get home
twice.
field. Yeah, to get home field and. Really, I mean, because that's the only way you're beating the Patriots. You're not going up to Foxborough and beating them up there with Tom and all those guys. But
Is he still playing?
I think Brock's out of the league for sure. If not, he might be on a practice squad.
Where's Brock now? He's sitting pretty,
But
making
I
that
think,
money.
but I think he got paid out a lot of money, so
He got a lot of money.
Arizona State?
That's where he went, man. He was hot coming out of there, and Brock Osweiler is
They're
not.
always all hot when they're coming out of college.
he's no longer
Well,
in the
I
league.
mean, he was huge. He was like 6'7", ready to just sling the ball down the field.
Hey, and that's the thing too. Hey, you might be on a top 5 worst quarterback list to Alden Ioane, but Trevor Siemian and Brock Osweiler both have Super Bowl rings on their fingers. So
And guess what?
I mean,
they got paid.
yeah.
Got paid.
But that's going to be my hype or not hype this week with the post era of Peyton Manning Bronco quarterbacks. What do you guys think, Josh? What do you think of the list? You're a Chargers fan.
I mean, they deservedly all need to be there. I mean,
Would there be any honorable mentions?
No,
that
man,
I
I think he
left out?
got. I mean, Peyton Manning that last year, he was there. I mean, even though he got either the Super Bowl or into the playoffs, and I am a big. I mean, Florida Gators all the way. Tim Tebow, throw him on there.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage professional quarterback. I mean, he was awesome at Florida. Loved him at Florida. As soon as he went to the Bronco, I hated him, and he proved why he was a Florida quarterback from college. Because they can't play. I mean, you look at all. I mean,
I'm looking forward to the
Rex
future.
Grossman, Danny Warfel, Jesse Palmer. You look at him. I mean, Jeff Driscoll's looking all right as a backup, but he's giving everybody COVID.
Rex made a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Rex, right? Yeah, Rex Grossman did make a Super Bowl with the Bears.
Cutler?
There.
What about Cutler?
He went to. He wasn't. He was a Vanderbilt guy. Jay Cutler didn't go to Florida.
What about Greasy? Would he make the list?
Greasy won some games for him. Went to the playoffs.
Well,
and he was
my list was based on post Peyton Manning era. So
sorry.
if we were going
I'm just
time,
throwing all of
then
that
yeah,
guys on there.
definitely. You know what? That's what my favorite thing was when Greasy was calling our Monday night game earlier this year, and I was like, how do they let this guy call the game? And then we ended up losing. You're a jinx. Stay away from the Broncos, Greasy.
Yeah.
But
I'm looking forward to the future. Who's the next quarterback? Is
I think
Locke
I think Locke needs to take off his visor, and
Just
or
play
if he
football.
does,
It's
if
so
he
bad.
if he really needs a visor, he needs to work on the specs and get the actual vision that he's supposed to have. You know.
Yeah, because that visor is not helping his
Yeah.
accuracy or where he's throwing the ball. So.
Yeah, but besides the point, let's move on to the schedule this week. We already started off earlier today with Henry T and Game Face Live, where they had Robert Portnoy as the guest, voice of the Lobos.
Voice of your Lobos.
And this morning, you guys shot the opening drive with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. It'll air here at 3 o'clock Monday. And going to Tuesday, we have a Steve Davis show and Sports Desk with special guest. Josh, you want to go into
Yeah,
that?
real special guest. Keep along with what we did last week. Last week we had New Mexico Highlands Athletic Director Andrew Ealing on. This week we're going to have our Western New Mexico Athletic Director Scott Noble live on Zoom. Going to talk everything going on down there at Western New Mexico. Kind of let you know what talked with Highlands. We're going to talk with Western. Maybe even get Eastern on here. See what's going on with our Division II football schools here in New Mexico. I mean, everybody knows what's happened with the Lobos and the Aggies, men's and women's sports. So just to figure out where the kids are, what's going on. I mean, you see a lot of the kids that have been on ProView going to these smaller schools over down in Silver City and up in Vegas and down in Portales. So it's good to talk to the men running those and talk to Scott Noble and see what's going on
And
down
you know
in
what?
Mustang country.
They treat us so great when we do these trips, Josh, to Highlands and to Western down.
Oh yeah,
in Silver
great
City.
times, man. I mean, Silver City, I've learned so much down there. Nice, quaint little town. You're ever down there, you go to the Toad, you tell them Josh sent you.
And then,
Toad.
and then also too, coming up Tuesday night after the opening drive rerun at 3, we have us, the ProView Rundown. We
here.
made prime time. You know, it just took us 5 years to get to prime time, but we're here and we're here to stay.
Yeah, we're probably going to get booted.
We'll probably get booted.
We'll
but-
lose it.
And then after that, we have another Mending Broken Heart Ministries at 6:30 with Flora Padilla. You know, great mental health stuff. I know with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, this is a great show to watch. And that's Mending Broken Heart Ministries with Flora Padilla. And Coming up Wednesday, we have Henry T again, 11:30. Not sure who the guest is, but you know Henry's going to bring a pristine guest, and it'll be a great time on Game Face Live at 11:30. Opening drive, same time, 3 o'clock Wednesday. And Thursday, 3 o'clock. And then we have, at its new time slot, 8 o'clock for America Talk It Up with Marty Watts and Ed Nunez.
Love them.
Back to back with, some like political talk, some sports talk. They do it all. They talk about it all. And then Tipping Point at 10 o'clock Thursday night. With Wally Drangmeister, always a good political show. And then that comes to Friday. We have the opening drive, 3 to 6 once again. And at 6:30, we have another Flora Empowering Talk episode with Flora Padilla, same person who brought you Broken Heart Ministries. Great show. And then to top off the end of our week, we're hopping to the ProView Vault. We're going back in time, guys. 2015 state basketball 5A championship. You know who was in it? The Centennial Hawks and Gallup, the Gallup Bengals.
Oh, man. Going way back in that one.
So you can check that out. That'll be 6 o'clock Saturday night, Channel 26, Comcast Channel 26 on ProView Networks. And then following that at 8 o'clock, we have the 2015 Girls 5A State Championship game with the Gallup Bengals and the Los Lunas Tigers there. So, actually, being in Cibola's district back in the day, Gallup used to be in our district, and those basketball games, we've seen them at the Pit. I've been to Gallup and watched a game there. Their basketball fans are amazing, top notch. Just check out those games, and you'll see the electricity that Gallup fan base brings to all their games.
Oh yeah, man! Gallup brings the house, and their fans are one of the best in the state here. I mean, Gallup, Espanola Valley, Artesia. When you talk about basketball and those ones, I mean, you really think about Gallup and Espanola Valley. Man, they bring people. Santa Fe, Shiprock.
Yeah.
All of those, as they called it, res ball. Those are some of the most beautiful gymnasiums too. They have the mini pit and everything.
Just it's an experience.
That's
definitely.
ball. That's good stuff. So hey, check that one out, and
that's it for the rest of this week.
Nice. Well, we'll take a little break. We had a big day. Thanksgiving weekend happened. A lot of trash there. Maybe we need to take it out to the trash can. Maybe some of our of those pieces are stuck in there. The Chargers be in that trash can, and
probably
friend of the program, Richard Tripp. Your Cowboys are down there with the Chargers. Give a shout out to you watching out. Mercy.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
Ah!
That's why State Farm is there, with car insurance for when things go wrong, but also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Talk to State Farm agent Marty Size or Michelle Rudolph in Albuquerque today.
The New Mexico High School Coaches Association, established in 1941, is an organization of New Mexico's best and most professional interscholastic coaches. Coaches across work daily to help our student athletes excel in the classroom, on the field of play, and in our communities. Students that participate in interscholastic activities attain higher grades, higher graduation rates, and higher wages. Responsible for the North-South All-Star Games, statewide Coaches Award Program, and providing multiple professional development opportunities for New Mexico's coaches. Be a great coach by coaching beyond the game. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlings, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Three, two, one.
Hey, welcome back to the ProView Weekly Rundown. Josh Beartrap Brown, Jason Southwest Pole, and Alden Balsohard, University Iowani.
You know, every time, what started me, my favorite segment, is the music. Once you hear that music, you know it's cleanup time. So let's just take the trash out.
After a big Thanksgiving, that's a big one.
You gotta clean it up. We went through all the quarterbacks that Denver had, posts, but still.
It's time.
Welcome to the trash can, the Cowboys and the Chargers. Let's scoot them over on the bottom. They're getting a little gross anyway. Throw the Broncos in that trash can.
It's been 5 years since we've been respectable. You know, a Super Bowl only lasts for so long.
Yeah.
Before you go in the trash can. It hurts my soul, but it's true.
Yeah, I mean, the NFL did make an example out of them by making them, hey, no quarterbacks. But, I mean, come on, Learn. You know the NFL is hammering people, and you guys are in a frickin' building that is littered with cameras. Wear a mask.
The one point I'm going to wear, though, if Terrific Tom and those boys down there in Tampa Bay were violating the rules, they would have postponed the game until Brady was better.
Why do you think this?
But that's why the Broncos make a perfect example.
Hey, man, same thing happened between Pittsburgh and Baltimore. But
is this...
that is old Nate, the great Robinson, man.
I'm not hating on Nate's skills. He was great. He won a dunk contest a couple times, I think. 5'9".
He's a baller, man. Stay to balling.
He gave, this guy gave a lot of short people aspirations to fly.
But boxing,
Dude, you're a baller.
Just
ball, bro.
Let the boxers box. But, I mean, if you're going against Jake Paul,
Dude, he got knocked out.
He got knocked out.
Though that was a great fight, though. The Tyson Jones Jr. That was a good fight. That was awesome. These undercards, though.
Yeah.
Hey,
money grabs.
Like they were, man.
I mean, I can imagine they both probably got $100,000 at least.
No way, man.
I still yet to see this video, but talking about this, I definitely have to check this out after the show.
Dude, yeah, check it out. It was vicious. Here they come, baby. They were in there yesterday when they thought they were out.
J-E-T-S, Jets.
The worst thing since... Well, the worst thing ever, basically. The Jets are just horrible. I mean, the only thing that would have got them out of the trash can is if last week they would have done their part and beat the Chargers.
But this week they still got that goose egg in front of their record.
And I mean, it's just ugly how they're not just losing; they're losing ugly. They're not even tanking; they just suck.
Yeah. And you know what? Those new uniforms don't do them any justice. I mean, they're ugly.
They went back to the olds that were the news, that were the olds.
The 80s, the late 80s to 90s look. Like it doesn't look good for them.
Well, and then they tried to like spruce them up. They took the jet off the logo there, and here it is, baby. If you didn't catch it,
throwing it in the trash.
Oh man, that swing is gone. Charles is a golfer now.
Charles back.
If you saw the match there on TNT with it was Phil Mickelson and Charles Barkley versus Steph Curry and Peyton Manning. And if you watched last year, It was Tiger and who was it? Last year, Tiger ended up winning with Steph, and Chuck. Oh man, that swing is just ugly. He got rid of it. There's no hitch anymore. His hips are straight. He can hit it. He still hit it from the ladies' tee, but that's okay, Chuck. You got some hip surgeries in there, so you're good. But no, man, he lost that get up in that hitch, man.
You know what's funny is like the old PGA games like literally have him as like a guest player, and like it's like you like earn Charles Barkley, but he has that swing in it, and
it's so bad.
But I mean, I can't say anything because Chuck would destroy me on the golf course.
Dude. I mean, he has the hit. He's got it good.
Enough.
He would destroy me on the golf course.
I can't even afford twin warriors in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
I know, man. We're municipal guys here at ProView.
Yeah.
We're the Municipal 9 over at Puerto.
Municipal 9.
We don't even play.
Maybe we should start a GoFundMe to go play at Augusta, someday.
Nice.
Start it now. The sooner we start, the sooner we can get like our $50K to.
We're just humble. I like my hot dog and a drink for $20.
Dude, Puerto is a beautiful municipal course here in southern Albuquerque. Right across from the airport. It's green. It's lush. You crush the ball. If you have enough power, you get it over the water tower on number 3.
Sponsors?
Possibly you. Tossing one in there. Shout out to our man Trip. The start of the Hallmark Christmas movies. We don't need those. If you need to watch a Christmas movie, you watch Elf, Home Alone 2.
There might be a list coming up.
I mean, there's a huge, Alden's probably going to have a top 5 list. You throw Die Hard on, but you do not put on the Hallmark Channel for those Christmas movies. This is 2020. You need action. You need it. You go to the Santa Claus, another good one.
You know, I'm a personal fan of the old like Christmas cartoon, like the
Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman.
Watch that Thursday.
The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but in that like claymation kind of thing.
The old clay.
It's almost
eerie. that old
eerie.
stuff that they used to do.
They put a little like felt on it, make it look like a real bear or something.
Yeah, and I'm also a fan of the cartoon version of the Grinch. That's one of my all-time favorites.
The original one with
but
the
Jim
narrator.
Carrey does a great job.
He does,
too.
but that cartoon narration one.
I still gotta watch the newer one with Cumberbatch.
It's more,
yeah.
that one's animated, but that one's good. I did like that.
I haven't seen that one
We just
yet.
watched those actually. Me and the wife just watched it. It's not bad.
Pretty good.
I mean, HD. I'm just not used to
because you grow up to be the Grinch. And then you're like watching, you're like Christmas, and then you watch it, and then you're like, oh, you know what? Christmas is still sick. Hey. You get to eat the roast beast. You like, it like switches over from presents to food and all that, you know.
We got 2 minutes. Real quick, how many plates for Thanksgiving did you eat?
Oh, 3.
3 on the day?
Yeah.
Throughout the day, man. I piled the first one was piled up high. Second one was a little less, and that third one, it was just like a little splotch here and there. And
I was going nice and steady all day. I was consistently eating, but I didn't really have like plates. But I was just like grabbing stuff.
Did you have pie?
Oh, pie at the end. Well, I tried to get some pumpkin pie. They didn't have that, so I went peach pie.
We had this really good ice cream pie at mine. It was like an ice cream pie with just like ice cream and then the crust. It was amazing.
Ooh, almost forgot. Just got one. Just got one from the Tripper. Just got to put it on. First one.
1 minute.
Christmas Vacation. Let the Griswolds into your life.
Yeah.
Plug the power.
Right? I mean, there you go. Instead of turning it on Hallmark, first and foremost, you put on the Griswolds.
Turbo Man.
Let them in.
Yeah.
Turbo Man a little later.
Sinbad.
Sinbad's in it. He's not Shazam. He is Sinbad in that one.
All right.
That it for us?
That's it for us.
Well, another good one. We'll be here next week, guys. Another place, another time. Same guys, though.
ProView
Sebastian.
Rundown.
It's a menu today, Sebastian.
Woo!